back to the Addy Talk channel, where we give you a voice and celebrate your impact. Africa's flood crisis wasn't caused by rain alone. At least 13 people have died after heavy rains triggered severe flooding in Accra, Ghana. Just days earlier, heavy rainfall also flooded parts of Lagos, Nigeria. While no deaths were reported, homes, roads, and businesses were affected. Sadly, these scenes have become all too familiar across Africa. Every rainy season, we see flooded streets, stranded families, destroyed property, and far too often lives lost. But here is an uncomfortable question. Was the rain really the biggest problem? Or did we create the conditions for disaster long before the clouds arrived? Well, my friends, let's look at why floods are becoming a pattern. The flooding in Ghana is not an isolated tragedy. Now, in 2023, catastrophic flood in Libya killed thousands after 2 dams collapsed during Storm Daniel, devastating the city of Derna. And also, in 2022, devastating floods affected several West African countries, including Nigeria, Niger, and Chad, leaving hundreds dead and millions displaced. That same year, South Africa's Durban floods claimed more than 400 lives after days of intense rainfall, triggered floods and landslides, and different countries, different weather systems, yet the same heartbreaking outcome. This is no longer just about one storm or one city. It is becoming a pattern across the continent. Now, my friends, let's look at what turns rain into a disaster. Heavy rainfall is natural, but we also know climate change is making extreme weather more frequent and more intense. The truth is, rain alone does not explain why flooding becomes so deadly. Across many African cities, the drains are either too small, poorly maintained, or blocked with refuge. In some places, houses, shops, and roads have been built on wetlands areas that naturally help absorb rainfall. As cities continue to grow, development is often faster than proper planning, and building rules are not always enforced. So when heavy rain falls, the water has nowhere to flow. It spills onto roads, floods homes and businesses, destroys property, and turns everyday life upside down. Now, my friends, are we also part of the problem? Now, it is easy to point fingers at governments, and they do carry a major responsibility for building a resilient cities, maintaining drainage systems, and enforcing planning regulations. But citizens also have a role to play. Now, across many communities, drains are blocked with plastic bottles, food containers, and household waste. Buildings are sometimes constructed on waterways or in areas meant to carry flood water. These everyday actions may seem small to all of us, but together they make flooding much worse. Preventing floods is not only about government policies, it is also about the choices we make as communities and individuals. So, my friends, the uncomfortable truth that we need to know is that Africa cannot stop the rain, but it can reduce the disasters that follow. Better city planning, cleaner drainage system, stronger infrastructure, responsible waste disposal, and better enforcement of environmental laws could save countless lives. Now, the tragedy in Accra should not be seen as Ghana's problem alone. It is a warning for cities across Africa, because the real danger is not simply the rain. It is what happens when years of poor planning, weak enforcement, and everyday neglect collide with a storm. That we should be thinking about. Now, my friends, what do you think? What do you think is the biggest cause of flooding in African cities? Is it climate change, poor planning, poor waste management, or a combination of all three? So, my friends, I want you to share your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to the Addy Talk channel, where we give you a voice and celebrate your impact. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned.